How are we all doing this morning, ladies? Today is January 6th, 2026. And I have a big topic for today that I'm going to jump into in a minute. I just want to thank all of the newbies that are just starting out in the community. If you've seen the welcome post, the biggest thing you can do is send me a friend request. Because if you don't, I can't send you anything, including handouts and things like that. You won't get them. So it's your choice. But I see a bunch of you hopping on and I want to get started so I don't take up your day. Topic today is the fears behind your goals. And look, I'm not here to waste your time with fluff today. I'm going to call out something that most coaches don't touch upon. Okay, the real reason that you're stuck, and it has nothing to do with your hormones, your metabolism, or your age. Sorry. It's your fears. Not the ones you talk about like, I don't have time or I don't know what to eat. I'm talking about the fears you don't say out loud. And we're going to dive into that today. Okay? The ones keeping you up at 2 a.m., the ones that make you close the laptop when you're about to book a call. Today, we're dragging every single one of them into the light because the only way past fear is through it. So by the end of this, you're going to understand exactly which fear has been running your life and what it's actually costing you. So let's start with the big one, the one that stops more women than anything else. The fear of spending money again and failing. Okay? What if this is just another expensive mistake? You've already wasted money on gym memberships that you're not even using. Programs that didn't work, supplements that did nothing, another 500 here, another 200 there, 1,000 on that thing that promised results in 30 days. And now someone's asking you to make a real investment and your brain is screaming, what if I fail again? And here's what I need you to understand. Every single program you tried before was a cheap substitute for what actually works. And you know that. Whether you want to admit it to yourself or not is a different story. You chose the $97 challenge instead of the invested coaching program. You might as well go Google something. You chose the free YouTube workouts instead of custom strategies. You chose to figure it out yourself instead of hiring an expert. And where's that gotten you? Okay, and you're shocked that cheap solutions gave you cheap results. The truth is you haven't actually failed yet because you never actually tried the thing that works. You've tried everything except investing in a proven system with expert guidance built for women over 35. So this isn't about what if I fail again. This is about, are you finally ready to try what actually works? Because the alternative is spending another 5 years wasting 200 here, 500 here on solutions that never work while telling yourself that you can't afford the one investment that would actually transform your life. The real expensive mistake, staying exactly where you are. Now let's talk about the fear that makes me want to shake some women awake. This is a big one. Brace yourselves. The fear that your husband won't support you. What if he says no? What if he doesn't understand? Now listen to me carefully. When did you hand over the keys to your body, your health, your confidence to another human being? Make this make sense to me. You will spend $6,000 on a family vacation without asking permission. You'll buy him tools, equipment, whatever he wants without a second thought. You'll invest in your kids, your home, everyone else's needs. But when it comes to your transformation, suddenly you need his approval? This isn't about your husband. This is about you stepping completely out of your power and giving him control over your health. And here's the brutal truth. He doesn't get a vote in this. This is your body, your confidence, your energy, your life. If he's threatened by you getting healthy and confidence, that's his issue to work through, not yours to manage. The question isn't, will he support me? The question is, am I woman enough to invest in myself, even if he doesn't understand? Because that's what happens when you wait for permission. You stay stuck. You stay invisible. You stay in a body you hate. And you resent him for not letting you do the thing you never actually asked to do in the first place. Stop giving away your fucking power. Your health is not a democracy. It's a dictatorship, and you are the one who gets to rule. Now, we get to the fears that keep you small. Fear of failure. What if everyone sees me try and fail again? You're terrified of posting about your journey, or telling people you're working with a coach, or showing up to that event and having people notice you're trying. Because what if you fail? What if you're back here in 6 months, same body, same struggle, and now everyone knows you tried? Let me tell you something. Everyone already knows you're struggling. They see it. They feel it. Your lack of confidence is louder than any social media post could ever be. The only person who thinks you're hiding your struggle is you. So the question isn't, what if people see me fail? It's, what if they see me win? And that's actually the fear underneath, isn't it? Fear of success. What if I actually reach my goals and still don't feel good enough? Because if you transform your body and you're still not happy, then what? Then you're out of excuses. Then you have to face the deeper stuff. Here's what I know. The woman who transforms her body doesn't stay the same on the inside. When you prove to yourself that you can do hard things, you can keep promises to yourself that you're not broken. Everything shifts. Your confidence, your relationships, your entire identity. The fear isn't that you'll fail. The fear is that you'll succeed and become someone you don't recognize. And the fear of change. What if becoming the woman I want to be means my life has to change too? Yes, it will. Your morning routine will change. Your eating patterns will change. Your excuses will disappear. Your victim stories won't work anymore. The friends who enable you will feel uncomfortable. The family members who keep you small will resist. Your husband might feel threatened. Everything changes when you change. And that's terrifying, isn't it? Because right now, even though you're miserable, it's familiar. It's safe. You know how to be the struggling woman. You've been her for years. But the confident woman, the woman with energy, the woman who turns heads, you don't know how to be her yet. And the unknown is scary. But let me ask you this. Is staying stuck really safer than becoming who you really want to be? What if someone actually holds me to this and I can't hide it anymore? Right now, you can lie to yourself. You can pretend you're lying. You can make excuses that sound so legitimate. But what if you hire a coach who calls you out, who doesn't accept your stories, who sees through your self-sabotage and the bullshit? What if you can't hide behind your excuses anymore? That's what you're really afraid of. not the workouts, not the meal plan. You're afraid of being seen, of someone holding up a mirror and showing you all the ways you've been choosing comfort over change. And then there's this one. What if people think I'm vain for caring about this and feeling selfish? God forbid you want to feel good in your body. God forbid you want confidence and energy. God forbid you invest in yourself instead of everyone else for once. Here's what I'll tell you. The people who call you selfish for investing in your health are the same people who benefit from you staying small. They love it. They fucking love it. They need you to stay the struggling friend, the martyr, the woman who sacrifices everything for everyone else. Your transformation threatens their comfort. And that's not your problem to manage. Stop carrying everyone else's fucking problems. And finally, the fear no one talks about. The fear of not feeling special. Okay, what if I'm just another woman who couldn't do it? You know what's twisted about this fear? Right now, you are just another woman who couldn't do it. You're living the exact fear you're trying to avoid and choosing it. But your brain has convinced you that at least if you don't try, you're not a failure. You're just stuck, which somehow feels better than trying and failing. So let me be crystal clear. There is nothing special about staying stuck. The only way to become special, to become the exception, to become the woman who did it, is to actually do it. So here's what these fears are actually costing you. Every single day, you let these fears win. You're choosing another day avoiding mirrors, another day avoiding intimacy with your husband, another event where you feel invisible and insecure, another morning waking up in a body you hate, another year of feeling like a prisoner in your own skin. You're choosing to stay small, to stay hidden, to stay safe in your misery. And for what? To avoid the discomfort of investing in yourself, of being held accountable, of people seeing you actually try? The discomfort of change lasts 6 to 12 months. The pain of staying stuck forever lasts forever. And you're trading temporary comfort for permanent imprisonment. Is that really the trade you want to make? Here's your reality. These fears, they're not going away on their own. They will be there tomorrow and the next month and the next year. The only question is, are you going to let them keep running your life? Because every woman who transforms does it despite the fear, not because the fear disappeared. They feel the fear of spending money. They invest anyway. They feel the fear of their husband's judgment and choose themselves anyway. They feel the fear of failure and show up anyway. They feel all of it and they do it anyway. That's the difference between the woman who transforms and the woman who stays stuck. Not the absence of fear, the willingness to act despite of it. So the only question left is, which women are you going to be? That's it. Simple, guys. That's it in a nutshell. Okay? Which women are you going to choose? And when? I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. I hope this resonated. Rewatch it, replay it till it sinks in. Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you next week. Take care.